All right. Thank you very much, Pamela. And those details obviously very important. Out front now, Dr. David Shiner, President Obama's former doctor. So, Dr. Shiner, does it, I guess, they're saying everything's fine. He wanted to get ahead of things because it's going to be a busy, busy election year. And so does it sound plausible to you that this would be part of his
Not
routine physical?
Absolute nonsense. You don't take a part of your physical one time and then a month or two later take another part of your physical. I've never heard of anything like that. And also, his physical, for the kinds of things he needs, the whole thing could have been done at the White House. There was no reason. Blood tests, electrocardiogram, everything could have been done. He's had stress tests done before. He's had. There's no procedure that was a part of a routine exam that could not have been done in the White House. So that's absolute balderdash. I think he had what I would call not an emergency necessarily, but an urgency. Something went wrong. Now maybe he had chest pain. Maybe he had some neurological. I think he is someone who has some neurological issues, which no one has ever really addressed. And I think it's quite possible that his physician did not feel that he could handle it himself. Now, his physician is not an internist, as is usually the case in primary care. His physician is a trained ER physician. So it may be that he sent him to Walter Reed for a problem that he did not feel that he could handle as well as was necessary.
So the White House, of course, says that this is routine. The press secretary, Stephanie Grisham, was on Fox this weekend. Here's what she said.
He is healthy as can be. I put a statement out about that. He's got more energy than anybody in the White House. That man works from 6 a.m. until, very, very late at night. He's doing just fine.
And, she pointed out, Dr. Shiner, that he's going to all these rallies, he's working these long hours. And, of course, one day last week, Trump's account tweeted before 7 a.m. at almost midnight. I mean, the guy certainly does not sleep very much. Does she have a valid point that he has a lot of energy?
Well, he may have energy, but on the other hand, when he plays golf, which is his physical exercise, he always uses a cart. So the only exercise he gets is swinging a golf club. The other thing is the cardiologist, after his last physical exam, said that he was in the upper 20% in terms of cardiovascular risk. So he has got some real risk factors. His inability to say words sometimes worries me tremendously. He is having trouble word finding when he said United States instead of United States. These aren't words, these aren't slips of the tongue. These are words he can't find them. And this is happening over and over again. Comedians joke about it, but it's not a joking matter. I think there is a neurological issue that is not being addressed. And if he had an MRI of his head over there, I would be very pleased because I think he needs it.
Is that something that could have happened in the 2-hour time he was there?
Yes, it certainly could. And it's the worry that I have is that maybe he's having small strokes. And, we had that once before in the White House when Woodrow Wilson was president. His inability to find words is peculiar and has not been explained. And I think one has to think of it as a possible neurological issue.
Now, you obviously have expressed concern about this president, but also about with the ages of several of the leading candidates, right? He is a septuagenarian, as are, if Michael Bloomberg gets in the race, at least 3 others, right? 4 others, I'm sorry, that would make it on the Democratic side. Does this concern you in general?
Well, I'm an expert since I'm an octogenarian. You lose things when you get older. There's no question. Your creativity, your ability to handle problems, your innovative skills. Yes, it worries me tremendously. Sanders and even Warren at 70. Now, Trump is 73 now. He'd be 74. He'd finish his presidency if he has a second term at 78. Things happen, and the brain does not function as well when you reach these kinds of ages. So, yeah, I'm tremendously worried about that.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Dr. Shiner, thank you very much.